అందరూ వచ్చారమ్మా? అందరు స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చారా? సరే 1 minute చూద్దామమ్మా, తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. Okay, let's start the class. So, hi everyone, I am R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Chevrolet Engineering College. Today, our topic is PRC, FRC, structural composites and its applications. So there are different types of classification as we have already seen in the last lecture. So this is my third class in the advanced materials subject. Yesterday we have seen about the matrix classification of composite materials. So different types of matrix classification in the composite materials. So these are the different kinds of composite materials classified based on the matrix reinforcement. So there are two types of phases as we have already discussed earlier. First one is the primary phase. That primary phase is also called as matrix phase. Second one is the secondary phase. This phase is also called as reinforcement phase. So this particularly this classification is based on the matrix classification. So based upon the matrix classification, these composites have been classified. So there are three types of main types of classification. First one is the particle reinforced classification. Second one is the fiber reinforced, and third one is the structural composites. Going to the first one, that is the particle reinforced composite, it has divided into two types. First one is the large particle, second one is the dispersion strengthened. So two types of particle reinforcements have been divided, and in the fiber reinforcement also two types has been divided. First one is the continuous type, that is the aligned type of fibers. Second one is the discontinuous type, that is the short fibers. So these discontinuous phase of fibers have been again divided into two types. First one is the aligned fibers and second one is the randomly oriented fibers. So first one is the aligned fibers and second one is the randomly oriented fibers. And last one is the structural composites. These structural composites have been clearly divided into laminates and sandwich panels. So first one is the laminates and second one is the sandwich panels. So in the earlier class we have discussed about the what is a laminate and what is a sandwich panel. So any of the student can explain the difference between these two. ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరమ్మా డిఫరెన్స్ లామినేట్ కి శాండ్విచ్ ప్యానల్స్ కి? ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరా? So laminates have different types of layers having same orientation, same type of materials, but a sandwich panel has been divided into different layers and each layer is different from the other layer. So one layer is depending upon the polymer composite and other layer is depending upon the metal matrix composite. So these are the different types of panels which we used to see in the sandwich panels. So these are the basic classification in the composite materials based on matrix composite. So let's see the detailed classification. So coming to the first one, it is the particle reinforced composite. So first classification is the particle reinforced composite. In the particle reinforced composite, there consists of different types of particles of one material dispersed in the matrix of a second material. So here in the picture you can see the matrix So matrix have been covered in the grayish color. The spaces between the matrix form is known as the reinforcement phase. Here in the large particle composite, the particle size is 1 to 50 micron meter. So the components or the elements have been taken in the form of micron meters only. Those sizes have been distributed in the micron meter only. And largely used large particle composites are concrete and ceramides. So ceramides and concrete are different types of composite materials used for the composition of large particle composite. Then there is another type of composite that is known as dispersion strengthened composite. So in this dispersion strengthened composite, the composites are uniformly dispersed into fine and hard and inert particles of size less than 0.1 micron meter, which we are used as reinforcement. So in the second picture, you can see the matrix and the reinforcement, that is the particle. So here they are using the matrix as rubber, which is seen in mild grayish color. But regarding to the reinforcement, that is the particles, it is taken as carbon. So carbon is taken as the reinforcement there, which you can see the darkish gray color. So that is in the form of automobile tire. So when we take in the structure of automobile tire, it is the matrix and reinforcement. Rubber is taken as the matrix and carbon is taken as the reinforcement. So these are the two types. First one is the large particle composite and second one is the dispersion strengthened composite. So the basic examples for the dispersion strengthened composite are SAP, comma, tritium, nickel, etc. So tritium is the material and nickel also a composite material. So the applications for the dispersion strengthened composite have been seen in the bottom of the picture. There you can see the hollow discs, and second one is the Wi-Fi boxes, and third one is the windmill blades. So there are different kinds of applications used from the particle reinforced composites. So different sections of applications have been used from the particle reinforced composite. Let's now take the attendance, Amma. Prakash Nada.
Yes, sir.
Prakash Gani, Tirupati Rao Gani. Adi screenshot the attendance.
Okay, sir.
Screenshot ఇప్పుడు తీసి గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టండి.
ఓకే సార్.
మళ్ళీ నేను లాస్ట్ లో ఒకసారి తీసుకుంటా.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనమ్మా.
ఓకే సార్.
So this is the particle reinforced composite. Next one is the fiber reinforced composite. So second one is the fiber reinforced composite. So it consists of mechanical properties of fiber reinforced composites depends on two types, that is the fiber properties and the degrees of matrix phase. So degrees to which an applied load is transmitted on the fibers by the matrix phase. So which is applied on the matrix phase, and second one is the type of fiber and its properties. So this is the basic mechanical properties of FRC. FRC antenna fiber reinforced composite. So in your question paper also they will ask the short form of the composites only. So you have to learn these short forms. FRC means fiber reinforced composites. PRC means polymer reinforced composite. PMC means polymer matrix composite. MMC means metal matrix composite. CMC means ceramic matrix composites. So these are all the short forms of the matrix composites. So first one is the mechanical properties, and second one is the depending on the matrix material. So types of the matrix material. So types of matrix material have been divided into mainly three types. First one is the polymer matrix composite, second one is the metal matrix composite, and third one is the ceramic matrix composites. So three types of matrix composites have been divided depending upon the matrix material. So in the polymer matrix composites, only polymers have been used in the matrix composition. Second, going to the metal matrix, only metals, pure metals have been used for the matrix. Third one is the ceramic matrix, only pure ceramics, that is the silicon carbide, carbon fibers. So these are all the ceramics. And in the metals, stainless steel, cast iron, bronze, copper. So these are all the metal matrix composites. So in the polymer matrix, we are using the thermosettings and thermoplastics. So these are upon the depending of matrix material. So these are the types of alignment of fibers. So there is no need of drawing these types of fibers in the exam, but I have used this slide for your understanding only. So basic understanding only. So for the clarification of student understanding only, I have used this slide. So first one is the aligned fibers, which is seen in the blue color. So in these aligned fibers, all the fibers have been in the long tape, that is the long fibers have been used, and these fibers are in the alignment of parallel shape, that is in the parallel direction. These are all aligned. So the fibers have been aligned in the parallel manner. Coming to the second one, discontinuous and randomly oriented. So in the discontinuous and randomly oriented, so two types of fibers have been seen in the picture. So one is the maroon color and second one is in the dark grayish color. So there are discontinuous fibers, that means some fibers are short fibers and some fibers are long fibers. And randomly oriented, so they are only oriented in different manner, that is one fiber is parallel to the another fiber and the other fiber is perpendicular to the first fiber. So these are all the randomly oriented fibers. So orientation in the form of random. Coming to the third one, it is discontinuous and aligned. But coming to the third one, the fibers have been arranged in the form of discontinuous manner. So you can see clearly there. So first, in the first line, there are short fibers as well as long fibers. But coming to the second line, there is another type of fiber have been used, but it is aligned in a manner of parallel. So there is alignment of parallel shape there. So that is the third one. Coming to the fourth one, these are random fibers. In these random fibers, the particles are arranged and the fibers are arranged in the random manner. So that is in the zigzag way. That is in the zigzag way. They are arranged in the zigzag way here and there. So there is no particular alignment in the random fibers. And fifth one is the continuous and aligned. So these are the continuous and aligned fibers. So continuous and aligned means this is common to the shape of aligned fibers, but they are using the only one fiber. Here we are using different types of fibers, that is in the continuous and aligned manner. So aligned means which is in the form of parallel lines. And last one is the fabric alignment. So you are all know about the fabric alignment. So fabric alignment means, so one on the parallel way, another on the perpendicular way, that is on the 90 degrees right angled way. So there in the picture you can see the fabric alignment of the fibers. So see the alignment of fibers slide for a while, and then I go to the next slide. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Next one is the structural composites. So these structural composites have been divided into two types of composites. So we have already seen in the classification table. So first one is the first one is the laminar composite.
दो बुटिया है दोनों रे हाँ ले जाओ ना दे
First one is the laminar composite and second one is the sandwich panels. So you can see the basic difference between the laminar composite and the sandwich panel. So in the laminar composite, you are seeing the same type of layer in the top to bottom. So from the top to bottom, you can see the same amount of structural composites. But in the sandwich panels, there is a division of layers. So you can see the top layer is a flat layer and second one goes to the mixed layer of some of the fibers, and bottom layer is also the same as the top layer. So that is the difference between the sandwich panel and the laminar composite. In the sandwich panel, the layers are divided into multiple materials. So multiple type of materials have been used in the sandwich panels, but laminar composite consists of same type of layers. So that is the two types. So a structural composites consists of both homogeneous and composite material. Then these properties depending upon the characteristic property of constant material as well as the geometric design. And last one is the structural composites have two types, that is the laminar composite and the sandwich panel. Going to the laminar composite, it consists of panels or sheet which are two-dimensional. So these conditions are of two-dimensional shape only, but these panels possess preferred direction to achieve high strength. So it have the high strength composite, which means there is a layer by layer which on the top and bottom of each and every layer, that is the successively oriented layers. So such successively oriented layers are stacked one above with the preferred directions and then they are cemented. Cemented means అతికించడం అమ్మ. సో ఒక లేయర్ ఇంకో లేయర్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే అతికిచ్చేస్తారు. సో ఆన్ ది రైట్ సైడ్ పిక్చర్ యూ కెన్ సీ ది orienting layers which are stacked. But coming to the first picture, there is a different types of layers which are two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means which are in the x-axis, that is x directional, and second one is the y-dimensional. So x and y dimensions, they are using these alignment of fibers. So in the right side picture, you can see the orientation layers of successive layers which are stacked on one above with the preferred directions. So after orientation, these are these are pressed. So these are pressed with the oven cloth with some load. In the final orientation, you can see the, here you can see the matrix is the polymer and the reinforcement used are woven cloth. So the reinforcement used in the material are woven cloth, and the matrix used in these are polymer matrix. So these are pushed in a way to gain the stiffness. So to gain the stiffness, we are going to press with the some external load. Second one is the sandwich panels. So it is the second classification of structural composites. So these sandwich panels are very less in weight, that is the low density, and these consists of honeycomb core, that is in the center part of the sandwich panel. It consists of a honeycomb core, which you can see in the picture also. So you can see it in the picture also. The basic benefits of the sandwich panels are where it is light in weight, and second one is the large bending stiffness. So elasticity comparing to the other materials are high to the sandwich panels. The core materials used in the sandwich panels are polymers and foams. Foams means epoxies and polyurethane. And third one is the wood and honeycombs. In the wood also, they are using the balsa wood. So balsa wood means type of wood. So in the interior decoration of the houses, we are using the teak wood. So balsa wood is also the type of wood only, which is a different type of wood that we are used in the composite materials as natural fibers. And the honeycombs. So honeycombs is the center part of the region which we are using, and the top of the layer is known as the face sheet, and coming to the below one, that is the second layer, it is an adhesive layer. So it is an adhesive layer to bond with the face sheet and honeycomb sheet. And last before one is the, again it is an adhesive layer, and last one is the bottom layer is the face sheet. So there are three different types of layers which we used in this picture. First one is the face sheet, second one is the adhesive layer, and third one is the honeycomb. So these are all combined to form a fabricated sandwich panel, which is seen on the right side bottom picture. Sorry, these are the combined fabricated sandwich panel, which we have different types of layers, that is honeycomb, adhesive layer, and face sheet. So these are the three different types of layers. But in the earlier we have seen the lamina composites, which all consists of same type of layers. Same type of layers have been used in the lamina composite. And applications. So applications of the composites. So they are mainly used in the automobile industries. So in the automobile industries also, that is used in the steel and aluminum factories. So that is combination of steel and aluminum bodies. We can see it in the airlines and other automobile sectors also, that is used in the body shapes also. Second one is the marine applications. they are used in the shafts, hulls, spars. That is, spars means racing boats. So a single person which is used to sit in the boat and is used for the racing in the sea or ocean. That is known as racing boats. Third one is the aeronautical application. So in the aeronautical application, they are highly used in the body structure of aeroplanes. So in the aeroplanes as well as rocket interior structure. So the interior structure of the rockets also have been designed by these composites only. And in the aircrafts also, they are also used in the business class as well as the military airplanes also. So in the interior part of the military airplanes, it is hard shell like structure, so they are more spacious than the business aircrafts. And last one, they are used in the missiles also. So for the protection of the different types of materials, they are used in the missiles also. And last one is the communication. So in the communication sector, they are used in the antennas, electronic circuit boards, etc. So different types of electronic boards have been used. First one is the PCB layer and second one is the breadboard. So you already have seen in the breadboard structures there. So breadboard structures are used to push the sensors. So used to denote the circuit of the sensors in the breadboard only. So already you have seen it in the sandwich panels. So in the sandwich panels, a honeycomb is there. So that type of structure have been observed in the breadboard also. Also, it is also seen in the some of the infrastructure materials also. So in the infrastructure, we have seen in the different types of woods and different types of interior layers. And in the sports and recreation also. So in the olden days, we have seen the bicycles in the metallic frames. So bicycles with metallic frames, but in the recent days, they are coming with the composite material or alloy bodies. So the difference between these alloy bodies and composite materials are the price variation only. So for the composite bicycle, the price is very high as compared to alloy, and the alloy bicycle rate is very high compared to the metallic frame of bicycles. So in the olden days, all the bicycles are manufactured by the pure metals only, but after that they are used to manufacture it with alloys. So the rims and the body parts of the cycle or motorbikes have been manufactured with the alloys only. Now it is taken with the composite materials. So for the best example, when we are seeing the tennis match, the rackets of the tennis players have been manufactured by these composite materials only. See the elasticity and plasticity of the material. So when you see the elasticity and plasticity of the material, it is very high compared to the other materials. So these are the different types of applications which we are used from the classification of composite materials. Thank you. So anyone have some doubts, Amma? Or doubts unnaya?
సార్ హలో
అడగండి అమ్మా.
సార్ లామినార్ కాంపోజిట్ గురించి ఒకసారి చెప్పరా? అంటే శాండ్విచ్ ప్యానల్ వచ్చేసరికి ఫేస్ ఎడిస్ హనీకాంబ్ ఉంది కదా సార్, లామినార్ కూడా కాంపోజిట్ అయ్యే ఉపయోగిస్తారా?
ఇప్పుడు చూడమ్మా, శాండ్విచ్ ప్యానల్స్ కి వచ్చేసరికి డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్స్ ఉంటాయి మనకి.
ఆ,
సో ఒక్కొక్క లేయర్ ఒక్కొక్క మెటీరియల్ తో చేసుకోవచ్చు మనం.
ఆ,
సో విడ్త్ గానీ హైట్ గానీ చేంజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటది.
ఆ,
కానీ నువ్వు లామినార్ కాంపోజిట్స్ లో చూస్తే ఫైబర్స్ అనేవి 2 డైమెన్షనల్ లో అలైన్ అయి ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ డైరెక్షన్ లో, ఎక్స్ డైరెక్షన్ లో గానీ, వై డైరెక్షన్ లో గానీ.
ఆ.
అని లేయర్ మాత్రం సేమే మొత్తానికి.
మొత్తం సేమ్ లేదు.
ఇక్కడ చూడు లేయర్స్ చూడమ్మా. ఇక్కడ నువ్వు ప్యానల్స్ లో లేయర్స్ చూస్తే సేమ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్స్ యూజ్ చేశారు, చూసావా?
ఆ,
ఒకే టైప్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్. దానికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి చీరలు నేస్తుంటారు కదమ్మా.
ఆ, తెలుసు సార్.
నేస్తుంటారు కదా చేనేత వాళ్ళు. సో
ఆ.
అక్కడ సేమ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు మనకి.
అవును సార్.
ఒకే టైప్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్ ని మల్టిపుల్ కలర్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తారు అక్కడ, అంతే.
కలర్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తుంటారు.
కలర్స్ అనేవి వారితే మారుతాయి తప్పితే లేయర్స్ అనేవి చేంజ్ అవ్వవు అక్కడ. సో
సేమ్
ద
ఇంకా.
ప్రాపర్టీ అండ్ ది మెటీరియల్ ఆఫ్ ది లేయర్ కెనాట్ చేంజ్ విత్ ది అదర్. శాండ్విచ్ ప్యానల్స్ కి వచ్చేసరికి నువ్వు చూస్తే ఫేస్ షీట్, అదిసివ్ లేయర్, హనీకుంబ్, ఇట్లా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్స్ ఉన్నాయి మనకి. అదిసివ్ లేయర్ అంటే ఫేస్ షీట్ ని, హనీకుంబ్ ని కంబైన్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేసే లేయర్ అదిసివ్ లేయర్ అంటే. సో అట్లా, సో డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లేయర్స్ ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేశారు. సో మనం శాండ్విచ్ లో చూస్తే బర్గర్ గానీ ఇవి చూస్తుంటే మనకి పైన 2 బ్రెడ్స్ ఉంటాయి కదమ్మా. తర్వాత ఆనియన్స్ ఉంటాయి. లోపలికి వచ్చేసరికి మనకి ఉంటే నాన్ వెజ్ ఉంటది, లేకపోతే వెజ్ ఉంటది. సో అట్లా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ అనేవి ఈ శాండ్విచ్ ప్యానల్స్ లో యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఓకేనమ్మా. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ అమ్మా.